know what multitasking is? Yeah. I did sometimes. We are gonna reflect on that today.
Dentro di volo, estamos poniendo sentadito, ¿no? Cerquita.
You did a research. I need to get my food.
Answer to the mess, go to the work, prepare my study, after go to the university, and this grow my overthinking in my head. And for me, it's a multitasking. But positive thing of multitasking for me, in this is more important for me is listen music when I draw. Yeah, because when I draw, the music help me to make art, to sensation.
Okay.
And when I study, in the last year, I must put my phone in other room because the notification mi distraggono. Distract me more, and grow the procrastination in me. Yeah, more. I study 20 minutes notification. I stay on the phone 20 minutes and repeat. And now I put my phone in other room and I listen. I don't know if you know 500 frequency, a particular frequency to study. Help me in this. And I hate. For me, it's more toxic when a person use the phone and talk with a friend. It's more toxic when we talk and there are notification in 1 minute. Okay, it's more toxic.
Examples, because for example, if I need to study, I need to actually remember stuff and focus. I have to only study. And I also have to take medication most of the time. I just use it because I have it, and it makes it easier because I also have ADHD. But whenever it's like cleaning my room, I often multitask to make it like shorter. So, for example, whenever I need to take out the trash from my room, I also like take out the dirty plates. So I can just do it all at once and then have it shorter. I get easily distracted. Same with music. I often listen to music whenever I do anything, but when I need to focus, like on studying and stuff, I need to have either no music or ambient. That's because if there's any text, then I will focus on the text. And yeah.
For example, if I wanted to do something with music, I would spend half an hour choosing a song. So it doesn't really work for me. And I have an ADHD diagnosis and I have medication that I can take whenever I want just to focus. And then I have a couple of hours just motivation, focus, energy. But I agree with Carol, like I need a plan. I need clear instructions to what I have to do, and then it's simple. Like if I don't have a plan for cleaning my room, I just won't do it because it seems so overwhelming. And if I have a plan, then I can multitask because I know what I have to do. I have a list, but I switch between tasks because I remember, I have to also do something, so I leave this task.
This thing that you are saying, it has a huge impact, at least in my professional field, because I have lots of adults that come to our services to ask for ADHD evaluation, and they hadn't had a problem before, and it's now when they feel they have a problem with attention and distraction. And my personal hypothesis is that has to do with this clip thinking phenomenon that is happening. So I think it's an urgent topic.
Okay. Please. Okay, for my case, I can do multitasking. I don't know why. But the case, if I do something, I'll be full focusing on that thing. If something happened in the middle or something, it's an interruption for me. So for me, if I'm doing editing, I have to complete that editing. If something comes with the Instagram notification, WhatsApp, it will stop my editing things and I have to do that WhatsApp. So I can do both. I cannot do the both.
I wrote down task delay and errors because I'm aware that when I get interrupted, either by something that happened externally or because I have the need to interrupt, the task that I was doing either gets worse because of a decrease of the results, or it gets so delayed in time, and I get more time and more time, and I get more frustrated, and I get more interruptions, mainly self-interruptions like procrastination. So for me, that's two key parts of my relationship with multitasking.
And it's easy for you to come back to the previous activity.
Okay, I wrote down some examples of multitasking that I do in my daily life, such as showering with music, watching movies or TV show with subtitles, and also cleaning and putting things order around my house, maybe listening to some true crime podcast, which I found really relaxing. And now something else came up to my mind while listening to them. It's more like a sexist perspective on multitasking, because I was thinking that I think that society asks women to be more multitasking than men. Like, for example, society asks women to be mothers, to work, and also to take care of the house. Yeah, because listening to the boys' answers, they were talking about music, about working, and doing something else. But I was thinking about my life, my mother's life, and we do a lot of things at the same time. For example, I live with my grandfather. Maybe I'm doing something. If there is the need to do something, he's gonna ask me. Even at home, there is maybe my male cousin. He's gonna come to me, ask me to do that thing, for example. Yeah, but not in a bad way, but it comes natural to them to ask women, which is really boring sometimes. Yeah.
And I think in a classroom as a teacher, I have to do multitasking a lot, but like paying attention in the multitasking, because like 3-4 years old children, I have to pay attention in everything because they can bite, they can scream, they can do everything. So it's a different way of multitasking, but like when I have to pay attention on everything that is happening and also keeps going and give what I have to propose, like my activities. So it's fun. It's an adventure.
So for me as a guy, it's really hard to multitask. But I would say there are like two types. The smart multitasking. For example, when I do like learn Czech language, some text or some like this. Okay. When I like learn some historical facts, if I listen to music, it ends up that I don't remember anything. During maths, I think it's easier because it's like some logical thing. But then my favorite one is like dumb multitasking, because in my side job, I have to call the customer in time and like use the navigation. I think this is easier for me because it's like always the same repetitive task.
So I think the word multitasking got also invented from somebody. Somebody had the thought, how can I describe one thing? And he came up with the word multitasking. But at the end of the day, I think the connection with this word is for every person individually. We also have our good and bad values in certain areas. So for me, I love multitasking very much. I discovered I like often also the feeling of overwhelming. It's like a content state that I'm in, and it's okay. But so I like multitasking very much. I see it also as an opportunity for kind of, I don't know how to translate it into, but Es ist eine Möglichkeit, seine eigenen Grenzen zu überwinden. It's a possibility to go beyond their own limitations. But in the end of the day, what I wanted to say is, so it's very individually.
So I wrote it down, focus and here and now, because in my life, to get focused, like since I was a kid, I need to do multitasking. Like when I was doing like an exam at school, I remember that I was always catching little stars in the side of the page because I needed to focus, and my mind is like always overthinking because I'm an anxious person. So basically, multitasking for me means focus, but I'm trying to change this because I think it sometimes can be a little prejudicial, like toxic for you, to always need something to get the attention in the main task. So I'm trying to be more self-conscious and being present and enjoy the here and now, what I'm really doing. But it's difficult, of course, so.
We identify that usually when we do multitask, the difficulty of the different tasks are different. We often find a main task and a complementary task. We have also identified that women tend to do more multitasking than men. We use multitasking as an stimuli to do things that we don't want to do because they're boring, things that requires concentration. We talked about the activation level, but the stimuli, not whichever stimuli helps. For example, when it's about music and concentration, music without lyrics helps better than music with lyrics. We mention very often the difficulty grade of the activity. We talked about planning as a good strategy to avoid interruptions, and even planning for increasing the effectiveness of multitasking. Has been said that clear instructions make easier the multitasking, and from there we have talked about self and external regulation. I'm just dropping off ideas.
I didn't study anything. Okay, let's look at the notes. Okay, fine. I can study. Oh, I didn't book that flight ticket. It's gonna be really expensive. What should I do? Should I call my friend, or you book for me, or I should book it right away? But how can I study that? So, okay, I really missed that. I didn't study the physics too. I have physics.
I think we are doing very good. I'm looking forward for also very critical opinions of everybody. So I like very much the session where we talked about, for example, multitasking, and I'm looking forward for more group works together and the process, how it is going. We made also a trip, which was wonderful to see Kunden, and I see a lot of talented people.